Good morning, parents. My name is Mr. Lau, and I am the head of Department for Humanities. This presentation is an introduction to two subjects which your child will be studying at Secondary 1, History and Geography. I will not be introducing Social Studies, as Social Studies is offered only to normal technical students. First, let's talk about history. Lower secondary history's meta-narrative is Singapore's development as a maritime port from the 14th century to becoming an independent nation-state, and we cover up to about the 1970s. So over 700 years of history is covered. And Sec 1 really focuses on looking at the global forces and the key individuals that has shaped Singapore's development. Specifically, at Sec 1, your child will be studying topics such as trade and colonization, migration, and also life in colonial Singapore. Now, history is not all memorization of dates and events. In fact, history really guides students to see connections between issues of past and present. It also reinforces the relevance of history even in the present day. So it's definitely not just about facts and events. Over the course of 1 year, we will also be introducing historical concepts to your child. He or she will study concepts such as cause and consequence, as well as change and continuity. Now, what are the learning outcomes of studying history? We often talk about learning outcomes in terms of knowledge, skills, and values. In terms of knowledge, your child will learn about what the key economic, political, and social characteristics of Singapore back then. Your child will also learn about the different experiences of people who lived back then. In terms of skills, your child will learn how to interpret evidence from various sources of information to support a historical inquiry. And in terms of values, your child will learn to show awareness of and empathy for how different cultural, economic, and social contexts shape the thoughts and actions of different peoples in different times and different places. Next, let's talk about geography. Now, the central theme for geography seeks to address this question: how can we sustainably manage natural resources? And specifically, your child will be studying two chapters. Number one, sustainable management of water. And secondly, sustainable management of tropical rainforests and mangroves. Now, the learning outcomes for geography are, in terms of knowledge, your child will learn how the different communities, both local, regional, and global communities, use natural resources in relation to the environment they live in. In terms of skills, your child will learn how to analyze, evaluate, and represent geographical data in order to make informed and sound decisions. And with regards to values, your child will learn to respect and be sensitive towards the attitudes, values, and beliefs of people in different human environments. Now, the mid-year examinations have been removed for all Sec 1 students. And because of that, more curriculum time and space have thus been created to let students be more deeply engaged in, for example, historical investigation, geographical investigation, and also undergo alternative assessment, for example, bite-sized project. Now, in addition to the pen and paper tests, which your child will be doing, your child will also be doing a historical investigation project. As can be seen in the diagram on the left, doing a HI entails a 6-stage process. Your child will understand the HI question. Your child will learn how to gather and select sources. Your child will learn how to examine selected sources. Your child will learn how to construct individual responses to the HI question. He or she will learn how to consolidate individual responses and also present his or her group's conclusion. The photo on the right shows the Sec 1 students back in 2019 conducting their HI fieldwork at the Singapore River. Similar to history's HI, for geography, there's also a GI or geographical investigation, and it really takes geography learning out of the classroom. The GI involves students observing, questioning, collecting, analyzing, and representing data, concluding, communicating, and reflecting on what they have learned. The photo on the right shows the 2019 Sec 1 students conducting their GI fieldwork at McRitchie Reservoir. I've come to the end of my presentation on Secondary 1 History and Geography. Now, because Secondary 1 students did not study history and geography when they were in primary school, teachers often deliberately tell our students what is the recipe for success for secondary school history and geography. Firstly, they must have the right attitude, and that means they must be committed to do their very best. They must have the right behavior, and that means cooperating consistently with their teacher and their group members. They must also have the right character, and that means taking all learning activities seriously and demonstrating responsibility when completing their activities. Last but not least, it never hurts to have a genuine interest in history and geography. Thank you for your kind attention. On behalf of all the history and geography teachers in Marsiling Secondary School, we sincerely hope that your child finds history and geography interesting, engaging, and beneficial to them. Thank you.